What is up, New York Jets fans? It's good to see you again. The preseason is officially over. The next time that the New York Jets take the field will be at MetLife Stadium, September 7th, my birthday, against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields. They switched teams. Like they said on the broadcast of the Eagles game with Ian Eagle and what was it, JJ Watt? They said, there's no storylines. And they were joking because there are so many storylines going into this game. And I really do look forward to seeing what happens when you have a player like Justin Fields, who has had, his time in not only in practice, in training camp, but also in the preseason, going up against a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers coming back to the New York Jets, who has not played one single snap in the preseason. I think that's a very interesting choice. I don't know who made that choice. I'm sure Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Steelers, sat down with Aaron Rodgers, but something tells me that that's once again an Aaron Rodgers thing. I have nothing against necessarily Aaron Rodgers. He came to the Jets for the right reasons. He wanted to win. Who doesn't want to win? But the circus that surrounds Aaron Rodgers could be rearing its ugly head in Pittsburgh. Of course, we will talk about upcoming week 1, the upcoming NFL season. Of course, we'll talk about a bunch of ridiculous crap that's been going around in the world, because that's what we always end up talking about. We always end up getting completely off topic and talking about nonsense. But of course, we will talk about the game, which started out so boring. And then, if you tuned in, I can't believe I still watch the final preseason game all the way to the end. I can't believe it, but I do. But that fourth quarter was exciting, regardless of whether it was second, third, fourth stringers. That was an exciting quarter of football. So let's get this show started. I'm going to pop open my Hulk Hogan beer, and we're going to get the intro going and hit that Jets chant. Let's do this. Now, we do have an amazing super chat ready to go from our boy, Michael Lando. We'll get to that. Don't you worry. I'm going to get to your comments and all that stuff, as much comments as I can get to. But if I can't, if you want me and Maddie to read your comments or answer a question or whatever, super chats are always appreciated. Gifting channel memberships, joining the channel. But all of that aside, hit the thumbs up for me. That's free. Hit the thumbs up. Hit subscribe. This is that Underground Jet show that you guys have been waiting for. This is the show that doesn't, suck the balls of other content creators or the Jets organization in general. This is the show that will end up talking about things that have absolutely nothing to do with the New York Jets for 20 minutes, then swing it back around and get back into Jets football. But before we get into any of that, let me bring in my co-host, my brother from another mother, the Beavis to my butthead, ladies and gentlemen, rocking his New Jersey, Maddie. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. What's crack-a-lackin'?
Dude, I'm fucking beat. I am beat. We spent the whole day out at one of the big fairs here in Connecticut. And when you stay all day in that sun and you get in, you just leave. I made the mistake of laying down, and I was like, how am I going to do this show? But then, of course, as soon as I saw that red, you're live, the adrenaline starts pumping.
Oh, there you go then. We got a new refrigerator.
Nice.
Yeah, except for it's gonna take 2 days for like ice and cold water and everything. Like to get
2 days for ice.
Yeah, it takes forever to like. Well, you got to dump the first thing. It's got to set up and like we
Oh, okay.
got like a really nice one. So like it's like fucking living in like Cambodia and there's a Lamborghini parked outside with no gas in it. Like
Good comparison there.
I'm like, this is
I think we
great.
get it.
Fucking, I have this amazing fridge that one day will be awesome. But nah, it's cool. Other than that, man,
Still no air conditioner.
dude, that's gonna cost so much money. I think we may do that next summer, but it's
a central air system will cost a lot of money, but a window.
We have a small window air conditioner, but we have a house that's big enough that
you get a couple of them.
It's okay, and it's all right. I'm just glad that according to the weather, it's supposed to be today. The high was supposed to be 80, and it's 70s all next week.
Okay, that's a little better. We had a very chill week. Like it's such nice temperatures, and then today we thought that those temperatures were going to continue, and we got to the fair and we're just sweating like crazy. The no clouds in the sky. It was brutal. But and then another thing, you sit there and you fill up on all that fair food.
Yeah, dude, and that just makes you feel like dog shit too.
Dude, it
tastes great, but afterwards you're just like, I can only imagine it must be like what heroin addicts feel like after they're done being high, where they're like, why did I do that?
Dude, I'm telling you, we had a bunch of fried Oreos. We had, I kept going back to I love fresh squeezed lemonade, and we kept going back and getting that. We had cheese steaks. We had chicken fingers. For you, Val? Oh, nice. Yeah, Braylon Allen, his new Braylon Allen jersey. And I love the green, man.
Yeah, love the green. Couldn't not do it. Yeah, dude, fried Oreos are good. Fresh squeezed lemonade is it's so hard to find anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? Like I say, I'm a funnel cake guy. I love funnel cake.
Oh, funnel cake.
That's
love it.
So good. And
what do you do? What do you do with fried dough? Do you go with powdered sugar or cinnamon, or do you go with the red sauce or gravy?
I do powdered sugar, just powdered sugar. But like my wife was laughing at me the other day. I'm very simplistic on a lot of things. Like on bagels, I don't do cream cheese.
Really?
First of all, I don't do much for bagels. The only bagels I like are cinnamon raisin bagels, and I just want butter. That's all I want.
I was about to just say the only bagels that I don't put cream cheese on. Now I'll put cream cheese on a cinnamon raisin, right? But the only ones that I will put butter on is cinnamon raisin.
Yeah,
if I get an everything or a plain or a blueberry, I always go cream cheese.
I don't mind cream cheese. It's just not like something like some people really love it. I just it's okay. It's there. You know what I mean? But
all right, guys, keep hitting that thumbs up button. Everybody who's in here watching, want to see those numbers go up. Let people know that the Midnight Mike Show is live simply by hitting that thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do so. We are going to get to our first super chat of the evening, which I am super excited about. Michael Lando comes in and gets the Jets chant. Jets. And look at this. Look at this. I usually, guys, you come in, you super chat. You give us a question, you throw a topic out there. He comes in just to, say like and subscribe, everyone. Best Jet show ever for me, and that's awesome. Like that's why me and Maddie do this, because we feel like we are a different Jet show than most Jet shows. Now, there's a lot of Jet shows out there I love. I'm not even saying that they're not good, but we are definitely a cut from our own cloth.
Well, we're more of a show that, like, I don't know. I mean, I could say this. If I ran into anybody, like if I ever reached that level where somebody recognized me on the street and was like, yo, man, I watched your show. I really enjoyed the Midnight Mike show. Obviously in Denver, that's a real ask. But I'd just be like, cool, sit down, let's have a beer. Like I think we're all buds here. Like, you know what I mean? Even when we don't agree with people, it's fine. So, and that's the thing I like about it. I don't ever see anybody, I read the comments more than Mike does just because he's doing most of the yapping. But, even our chat doesn't snip at each other and snipe at each other. I think this is a cool place where people are friendly. So we appreciate it, Michael, very much.
And Michael, because you donated $20, anything over $10 is going to get a special, the video touchdown package. Here's Ken O'Brien to Wesley Walker. This one is for you, Lando. Thank you again, Michael. You are the man. You are always so supportive of the show, and it is appreciated more than you can imagine. That's another thing we got to talk about tonight. The show is called "Where's the Discipline," and I'll tell you right now. If Aaron Glenn, if the point of bringing him here and the hope that we all had was that this season we're not looking for tons of wins, we're not looking to make the playoffs. No, we want to make the playoffs, we want to get 9, 10, 11 wins, but we're not begging for too much here on the Midnight Mike show. Me and Maddie just want this team to be disciplined. We want the penalties down, and that sure as hell has not happened so far in the preseason, and we need to break that down. Is it, because I bring up this is Snowball Jets Worldwide says, I'm hoping the discipline of this team is with the ones, with the starters.
That's the only thing you can hope.
Exactly. But here's what we're going to do before we get into all this. This guy waiting in the green room this is going to make me believe that we're going to get all of our Jets family tree in here today, because I know the other two planned on coming on, but I wasn't sure about this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Honest Abe. How you doing, Abe?
Let's go. What up, though?
What's up, Abe?
What's up? How you doing?
Dude, I heard you talking about going to the county fair yesterday or today.
Today.
I was at a location called Cedar Point. It's a very large amusement park in Ohio. It's about 2.5 hours from my house. I have learned as I get older how much I absolutely hate and despise amusement parks. I was never a big rides guy as it is, but I drove 5 hours total. I walked around 8 hours total, and I spent way too much fucking money on a day that now everything just hurts in my body.
Oh, dude, I get it. Yeah, like I went today being like, okay, we don't have tons of extra spending money. We just got back from our vacation, all this other shit. And then just to get the wristbands for the kids to get on all the rides cost me $70. Like, and it's like, like, come on, these rides it's not like they're riding King Ka or like Batman the Ride or like, the Great American Scream Machine or any of these other rides that people know, or you're going to Disney or Dollywood or like you said, what was the place called? The Cedar Point. I've heard of that place.
Yeah, it's a real place.
It's Carnival. It's fair rides. And I have to pay $35 a kid to get them on it's crazy. You know how much the cheesesteak costs? $15 for one cheesesteak.
So what they do at Cedar Point is very interesting. You can buy a wristband for, I don't know, like $15 or something, and it gives you a drink. You get a drink every 15 minutes. So you go up to one of their stands, you get a large cup of, you fill up whatever drink for every 15 minutes you can do it and stay hydrated. They also have another one for $45 that you get a meal and 2 sides every 90 minutes. So I got one of those, fed the kids on the first one, fed my wife on the second, fed myself on the third. Everyone's good to go. Every hour and a half, they're eating a full meal.
That's pretty good. That's not a bad deal.
All right.
Yeah.
Real quick, John Ratcliffe, go fuck yourself. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, so guys, let's talk about this game. The Eagles defeat the New York Jets 19-17, but in that fourth quarter, the Jets put up 14 points. You almost thought that they were going to pull it out with all these backup guys. But the problem I have with this preseason, and I will go through it in this game against the Eagles, 10 penalties for 78 yards. Against the Giants, 7 penalties for 65 yards. And against the Packers, 10 penalties for 91 yards. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is 27 penalties in 3 games. Maddie, your thoughts?
Well, my first thought is it's still preseason. So, it's nice to hope that these things are just going to evaporate straight away. I think that during the regular season, you're going to see Glenn yanking guys for stupid penalties a lot more. You know what I mean?
I hope so.
In the third game, I'm sorry, but let's be real. That third game was like the preseason schedule. Now there's 3 games have broken down into 3 different categories. First game, starters and guys we think probably might make the team, get a fair amount of playing time, run around out there, good enough. Second game, it's dudes that on the bubble, but probably make the team or don't make the team. But it's we know what we're looking for. Third game, none of you assholes have a job. You just get to go out there and maybe one of you really impresses us. Was the vibe I got from how the whole play, like just from the way it all looked. So again, I think that the penalties suck, but it's preseason. And the thing is in preseason, you're going to not give a shit about it as much. I think we're going to see a lot more games. I think we'll see a lot in the regular season if talk isn't cheap of, okay, that's it, sit down. No, we're not doing this shit. And it may be a growing pains where, first 5 games, people are coming in and out of off of that field a lot just because they need to see that Aaron Glenn's serious, I mean, anybody who has kids can tell you, you don't just tell your kids off once or give them a swat on the ass one time. They got to know you mean business.
Yeah,
so,
you got to follow through.
You got to be like, okay, actions, consequences. So that said, I don't know what to think. I have to say, this preseason overall, and again, I got to remember, still preseason, has given me zero hope that I was wrong about my 5-win prediction. And Malachi Corley's not going to be a Jet this year.
No, I don't picture him making the team.
Done deal. So you are now blocked by a former Jet. So that should make you feel better. But
well, because of Tommy, not
because
just
of Tommy, yeah. But all things considered, I didn't take much away from this preseason, mostly because I don't see a future for quite a few of these guys. You know what I mean? Like, there's some shining moments. There's some good players out there. What's his name, Membu or whatever. Tough game for him, that third game.
Hold on. I do want to bring that up. Membu had 2 penalties. What were they? False starts. I will say this: at least the second penalty.
I'm cutting him some slack on the second one.
The second one was not him; it was the guard.
No, he was. Yeah,
the guard jumped and he reacted to his guard.
That's what I mean. I'm cutting him slack on that one. That's not his fault. But all things considered, I feel like this preseason gives us more questions than answers. So.
All right, real quick before I get to Abe's thoughts on this preseason and the Eagles game, we have another super chat in here. John Radcliffe gets the Jets chant. Jets. And he says, what fair? The Big E hasn't happened yet. I don't go to the Big E. It's too crowded. The other big, huge fair in Connecticut is the Durham Fair. I went to it 1 year. Say it again.
Eric Lindros?
No. And that most people would take a wrestling references from Big E. I'm just letting you know.
No, most people would not.
They would.
Most of the sad fucks you hang around with.
No, but the people in our chat, I bet. But anyway, but the Durham Fair is the biggest one in Connecticut. The Big E actually happens, I believe, in Massachusetts. But regardless, I don't like fairs like that. I don't like to be like shoulder to shoulder.
Big, like it's too crammed in.
I read a thing that said that the big state fair here in Connecticut, the Durham Fair, has over 200,000 people that go to it in like 2 or 3 days. Now, I'm not into that. I don't want nothing to do with that. The fair I went to today was the Chester Fair, and we've gone to it every year. It's just the right size. It has all the right shit. The only thing they didn't have was street corn, and that is something that I absolutely love. But thank you, John. I appreciate the $2. That means a lot. Abe, give me your thoughts. The Eagles and the Jets game and the Jets preseason overall.
You're about to get really mad at me, but I didn't even know the Jets and the Eagles played until after the game was over. That's how untuned I am to preseason and how little it actually matters. Like,
I can't be mad at you for that, not even a little bit.
I got enough going on where, yeah, I'm pumped for the season because it's football and I love the Jets. But like a third preseason game against the Philadelphia Eagles, like we do every year, with a bunch of guys that are never going to play in an NFL game, I couldn't care less if we won 45-0 or lost 85-0. Like it makes such little difference. Mike, I hear you with our penalties a problem and discipline and what does it mean for Aaron Glenn? Fuck these guys. Like they're not NFL players. None of the only guy that I want on the roster this year had an interception. That's Malachi Moore. Outside of that, I don't even know who played. Donovan Edwards I like mostly because he's a Michigan man. But like outside of that, I never even heard of any receivers that played in the game last night.
I kind of want to get the roster for the third preseason game and like literally do a side-by-side comparison of like the 53-man roster when it's done. And it's going to look like a redacted fucking CIA document with you cross out all the names that are on it. Because, yeah, you're right. None of these guys have a job pretty much. It was just Scrubfest 25. And I don't blame you for not watching it. I got the Philadelphia feed. Holy fuck, are their announcers annoying as shit. My God, dude. Like, I try not to be that guy, but the homerism from the announcers is like, these motherfuckers act like they have slumber parties with these dudes, and it was fucking annoying. But yeah.
They might have slumber parties with these dudes.
Maybe, but Abe's 100% right. This third game, I mean, honestly, preseason football sucks ass no matter what. We're just happy it's here.
Dude, I am watching anything at this point. Like earlier today.
That's because we're like drug addicts. This
No,
is boxing for us.
Earlier today, before we went to the fair, I was watching Kansas State versus versus Iowa State from Ireland. So it's like at this, I'm literally anything I can catch, anything I can watch for football. I'm watching. Before I came on here, I was watching the Dolphins preseason game. Like I
cannot watch another team's preseason game. That's just too much for me.
I needed football. Football.
Then get a Nintendo and play Tecmo Bowl.
Fair enough. That's not a bad idea.
Hey, that's actually how my community's fantasy football league. We all had different teams, and they simulated Tecmo Bowl to determine the draft order.
That's fucking awesome. But yeah, but again, that's it. It's over. The next time the Jets are on the field, it'll be real deal. It matters. NFL football, and I can't wait.
Right. When those games happen, I'll be watching every snap.
Yep. Yeah, I will be. And the first game is at the end of my vacation the first week of next month. My buddy from Connecticut's coming out here. It's going to be a good week. I can't wait.
This is the guy I met?
Yeah.
Cool.
It does feel like time from now.
Hold on, real quick. Scott Foster, member for 9 months, comes in with a member's super chat and says, bye bye, Corpsely. Of course, referring to Malachi Corley, and he gets the Jets chant. Jets.
The thing about Corley that kind of annoys me is Jets fans really did their best to love this guy and root for him and everything else. And now I'm hearing all this shit about what an asshole he was, like, as a rookie. Like, I'm hearing he, like, wanted $120,000 to trade numbers or give Devontae Adams number 17. Like, all this crazy shit. And, like, he was telling the coaches last year that he's a starting receiver. He's not and they're like, you're a rookie, dude. Chill the fuck out. So, I don't know if it's true or not, but I just kind of feel like, man, good luck somewhere else, pal, because you ain't going to be here. When is cut down day? Does anybody know off the top of their head?
Well, they already started a bunch.
Yeah, they got rid of like 8 guys today, but they were 8. I didn't even know we're on.
I know, dude. Like you look it up, and it's almost like
playing preseason. Don't even know what the fuck these guys are.
Yeah. I feel like the fucking groundskeepers.
The guys they got rid of are guys that even me watching preseason games, I still didn't know who they were.
Guys who didn't even play. Like I feel like the groundskeepers from fucking Major League every year, where like we're just sitting around like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, they're still shitty.
But yeah, it's
Well, since Abe didn't watch any of the preseason, I do want to get into this because with Tyrod Taylor and his injury, we don't know if he's gonna be ready to go.
I think Abe made the right choice, to be honest with
you. We don't know if Tyrod's gonna be ready to take that second spot QB week 1. But the 2 guys vying for that 3rd spot on the New York Jets for the quarterback, Martinez and Cook.
Cheeks.
Yes. But I actually think I'm in the minority here. Maybe the chat can let me know. But I said it last night on Dano's show. I popped in the chat and I said I'd take Martinez over Cook. A lot of people are saying Cook over Martinez, but I'll tell you for strictly for Martinez's, they both like Maddie said, they're both crap as far as NFL quarterbacks are concerned.
Yeah.
Like I said, Martinez may have been great in the UFL. They may have done great in college, but it's different when you get to the NFL. But strictly on Martinez's ability to scramble and run the ball, that's why I would keep him over Cook. That's what
I would agree with you, but I also will be praying the rosary like my grandmother that nothing happens to fucking Justin Fields.
Well, I mean, I don't think Tyrod and Justin Fields are that different.
No, but here's the thing. I trust Fields a little bit. He at least has shown he can sort of play in the NFL.
But come on,
Martinez and Cook look like shit. Tyrod's always hurt. So like that's my problem is like I always like we used to get into these arguments about hockey where people be like, because I live in Colorado, they're like, well, who's better, Joe Sakic or Peter Forsberg? I'm like, Sakic 100%. And people are like, you're crazy. I'm like, Sakic plays 82 games a year. Forsberg plays 42 games a year. You got to be there to be good.
Yeah.
And the fact is that the Jets really are going to have to address this quarterback problem because I don't think Tyrod's coming back. And if he
Really?
does, he's just going to get hurt again.
I
And
mean, that's a
you
possibility.
can't be hurt all the time when you're the backup. Like, if you're not seeing the field and you're getting hurt, why are you here? You know what I mean? The Jets just throwing good money after bad. Now, I'd love it if he was healthy and shit worked out. Don't worry. I like Tyrod Taylor when he got drafted. I was like, that guy looks good. But the fact is they got to do something, because if Martinez comes in and plays against real NFL defenses, he is going to get fucking smashed into a fucking putty. Like, he's going to throw picks. He's not the guy. Neither is Cook. Martinez is the lesser of two evils, but it ain't that much less. So either the Jets figure something else out, or you better fucking get pads made on the fucking planet Krypton for Fields so he doesn't get hurt, because I don't know what to tell you.
Real quick, Johnny boy, I don't know who are the hot hosts. Is that us three, or hosts maybe? But
I thought we were the Fly Honeys.
yeah, we could be the Fly Honeys. But yeah, no, it is pretty scary. If we have to go into this season with Justin Fields backed up by Martinez or Cook, yeah, I sure hope that they could that offensive line could protect Justin Fields.
Yeah,
because imagine having one of those two guys.
And you know, I tweeted this in the middle of the night last night, so probably nobody saw it. But holy fuck, is Twitter full of dog shit, dumb fucking Jets football takes in general. But there are fucking. I'm not gonna name who's tweeting this shit out. But oh yeah, Martinez.
Name names.
I'm not. I honestly, partly because I don't remember them all. But it's like, Martinez, he's legit. He's ready to go. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What are you watching?
Like, in what, NFL fucking in Madden fucking 26? Are you like playing him there because he's not ready on the NFL field? And I just, again, I can't let myself get passionate about this because I already know it's a 5-win season at most. But I'm just like, ugh, it's gonna be a rough year.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be tough. Abe, did you? I know you gave us. You had us at like 6 wins or 7 wins, didn't you?
Something like that. I don't remember off the top.
Vegas has him going 6-11.
It wasn't a lot. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't far off. We weren't far off on.
We were all fairly in the same combo here.
I didn't have them winning 13 games.
Dude, there are people on there who are like, "Oh, Jets are going to go 12-5," and I was like, "What?"
I'd love to.
Yeah, again, Abe's in the same boat as us. I'd love to be wrong and some fucking miraculous angels in the outfield. Maybe some kid will come down off the fucking bleachers and play. But insane is all I can say.
And real quick, Chris, we've told you this before. We sure hope that we're looking at a 9-8 season, but that seems like you are on like Pluto with that. I don't know, 9-8. Looking at this team, are you serious? I mean, that's tough.
I'll be reaching shit on the top shelf before that happens.
You short motherfucker.
Maddie, how tall are you?
5'6".
Oh wow, you're a little man.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie, what I would tell people there was people in the streets that I would deal with. They wouldn't say I'm 6 feet tall, but there's people that they would say to me, not to me, but to people I work with. They'd be like, "Man, I think shit's bigger than you."
I always tell people that's all well and good, motherfuckers, but big fish eat the little fish. But I'm still paddling, aren't I?
Maddie can throw down. We know Maddie can throw down.
The funniest thing is, I have a sense of humor about my height. A lot of short dudes don't, and I do. Like I was saying, my wife's 5'11", but the funniest thing was one night we're supposed to have a blizzard, so I'm going to the grocery store. So I'm like, I'm gonna be held over at work. It's a done deal. I'm not coming home on time. I got my daughter with me, and there's some chips way up high, and I'm like, fuck. So I grab my daughter, throw her on my shoulders, and like, grab those. And this big dude just walks up behind me and goes, "Here you go, man." Most dudes would be upset or take offense or feel emasculated. What I see is dudes being homies. Brothers helping brothers out.
I got you, bro.
I don't know, man. You had to lift your daughter up to get something off the high shelf at a grocery store.
I can't fucking change my height.
Get those shoes that
Why?
like
I'm not ashamed to be short.
No, just for when you go to the grocery store.
I don't need that shit, dude. And with my personality, I'm 6'4" any fucking way.
Or get one of those reaching arm things that you squeeze and it goes.
Nah, I don't need all that shit to impress you people that think this matters.
You people.
Maddie's the short king.
It's right. Like I
What
said,
do you mean, you people?
I mean, you fucking web-toed motherfuckers that think I fucking am held back by my height.
Guys,
make fun of a
please,
motherfucker in a wheelchair too.
if you're in here, hit that thumbs up button. Let people know that we are live. It is free and it helps out the show. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. John Ratcliffe comes in and says, is the Jets' entire team on Suboxone when they take the field? Aaron Glenn even trying? Is Aaron Glenn even trying? Or has the Namath curse already broken him and made him a deer in headlights? The more things change, they stay the same.
Rome wasn't built in a day either, though. That's the thing. So I've been saying, anybody who's been watching, I don't expect this team to do a complete 180 this season. I just want to see something. And even if the penalties aren't, I can't expect the penalties to go from fucking 90 yards a game to 0 a game. You're never going to have a penalty-free season. So, again, I'm going to watch this season.
But, Maddie, we can expect them to go from 10 penalties a game to 4 penalties a game.
I think 5.
I think it depends on what the penalties are also.
He's right.
Are we pre-snap penalties? Pre-snap penalties, those are mental mistakes, right?
Yes.
Right.
Does John Simpson hold a guy does he hold him instead of taking a sack? Sometimes you're okay with that.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
No, I agree with that. But another thing that John and Snowball at Jets Worldwide, the season hinges on us scoring first and our defense. The other thing, aside from penalties, that I want to see majorly improved on this year is us coming out of the gate on fire. Like, get out there and score on your first drive.
I want to see them hit the field like the first preseason game where they were out, they were fucking pumped, they were ready to play football, versus like the second game where it was like, somebody give these guys a Valium or what? Like, they seem very reserved.
I just hope, and there's no reason to think that this won't happen, is that the new offensive coordinator is not in his own feels, as a guy that's not experienced in the position. He doesn't say, this is my system, this is the way I'm doing it, and you must do what I say. And he comes in there and he says, all right, this is what our strengths are. Justin Fields is a freak athlete. Breece Hall is crazy. Garrett Wilson is who he is. How do we make the best of guys and not say, oh, I like passing the ball. Justin Fields, you're throwing it 45 times a game.
Yeah, do what you can with what you got, not what you want to have.
I mean, do you guys really? How many passes, Abe? How many passes a game do you think Justin Fields actually throws?
I want the number to be between 18 and 22.
See, that even seems, I feel like, a little high for me.
A little high. Well, I do think that because I think we're going to be down in most games.
I could see that. I'm thinking between 12 and 15.
Yeah, I mean, once again, the thing is that it's just so hard to sit here and watch how Justin Fields throws the ball and all of that stuff, and then you watch him scramble. No, but then you see him scramble and run around, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, like, he does impress me at points when he's scrambling and running around. He has the legs. So it's just, I don't know.
Here's a small thing, and I got to go in a minute, but here's a small thing. We just paid Garrett Wilson a boatload of money. Like, he's going to get his opportunities. So we're not going to have games where Justin Fields is throwing the ball 10 times a game where Garrett Wilson's getting 3 targets. Garrett Wilson's going to get looks. We just gave him this money. We didn't give him all this money just to be a decoy for the running game all season.
He's right.
That's not happening.
He's right.
Of course I'm right.
He was always right.
And so humble. But no, that's the thing is the question is this more just a placeholder for when we draft, God willing, a competent quarterback next year? You know what I mean?
Well,
if
you think Fields can be a dynamic quarterback and do these things, maybe the Jets aren't thinking, hey, we're going to win 5 games and get a top 3 pick. Maybe they're thinking, hey, maybe we're a 500 ball club like this, and we're picking 13th overall. You're not getting a top quarterback at 13 overall.
No, you're not.
I don't know, man. It's really deep, and not everybody needs a quarterback. I still think that, and you can trade up, but the thing is that I think that they got Justin Fields to be a placeholder this year and next year, because we don't want to make the same mistake we made with Zach Wilson and Sam Darnold, and the list goes on and on throughout the history of the New York Jets of taking a rookie quarterback or a guy with very little experience and then throwing him to the wolves. So next year, I do think Justin Fields will be our starting quarterback, but it's just going to be so that the guy we draft is not being thrown out there immediately into the NFL and into the NFL system without learning from the bench.
Hey, here's the other thing. What if they do go 8-8 or 9-8, whatever it is, right? Do the coaching staff go, hey, you know what? Maybe we fixed Justin Fields. Maybe we know how to use his skill strengths correctly. Maybe we don't need to go get a guy.
They could.
Maybe.
Whoa. When was the last time? I'll tell you, I can tell you when the last time was. But when was the last time the New York Jets took a quarterback from another team and made him who sucked and made him successful on the New York Jets?
Here we go.
Okay. Every guy that they've brought in, the Neil O'Donnells, Boomer Esiasons, Favre, Rodgers, all that stuff, right? And
they all sucked.
Besides Vinny, of course.
Boom!
There we go. I knew we had to get our fucking mandatory Vinny sighting.
Hell yeah.
But my point is, all those guys that they brought in were well past their prime. Where Justin Fields is 26 years old. Like if he can fix it, and if he can get look at all the offensive coaches he's been around. He's been around the Matt Nagy's of the world and all that garbage. Right? If he has a coaching staff that is competent and can put his skill strengths to use, maybe he does have something. You know, there was a reason. There was a reason people mocked him going number 2 to the Jets just a few years ago. This isn't some guy this isn't Russell Wilson now, who's had an illustrious career, and we're going to give it one shot and see if he's still got a little left in the tank. No, this is a guy that we're saying, like, maybe he's got a full tank left if he's given the right keys to the right car.
Look, if Justin Fields, I'm not saying that Justin Fields doesn't have talent, but I'm just saying that I don't think the Jets are going to be the team to bring it out of him. It's just history. Well, once again, I hope I'm wrong, Abe. I hope I'm wrong.
I know. I'm with you. Look, I'm not optimistic about it because it's the Jets and we've seen all this crap before. But I don't know. You just have if you don't have hope, you have nothing. The long terminology of being a Jets fan. If you don't have hope, you have nothing.
Well, I mean, this year the hope is that we get 7 wins.
Yeah, give me close. Give me somewhat meaningful football in December.
Oh, Dino corrected. What about Fitzmagic? He's right. So it's Vinny and Fitz.
I don't even agree with Fitzpatrick.
He had he came from other teams where he didn't play as well as the one season he played with the New York Jets. Or no, he played 2 seasons, but the first season that he played with the Jets, he played. Yeah, the second one was not good. But he's right.
Okay,
he's right.
Let's keep looking for the exceptions.
I think that we've just run out.
Yeah,
that was it.
That's it.
And Maddie doesn't even. I
don't even agree with Fitzpatrick.
He doesn't even want to count Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I don't. I flat out don't. His second season was booty cheeks, and he played like shit in the second half of his first season, in my opinion. But that's also so long ago. I really don't remember it that well.
Right. The fact that it's one of the better answers we will get for that topic is pretty ludicrous.
That's pretty telling right there. Yeah.
All right,
I
boys.
don't even like sports.
I got to go to bed. Hey, big softball game tomorrow. Police versus fire department. Let's go.
Fuck those hose draggers. Sort it out.
My boy Darren McCarty's coming out throwing the first pitch for me.
No shit, dude. Nice.
Yeah, it's old buddy of mine, Darren.
Yeah, show those hose monkeys how things work, dude. You know why there's cops, so firefighters have heroes too.
Hold on, before you go, do you guys just play on a regular softball field, or because you're the police and fire department, do you guys get like a minor league field or a high school or college?
So there's softball fields that we have here, but not like girls softball 220 feet kind of stuff. It's like 300-foot fences. It's men's league softball fields, but we do have the availability to go to some colleges and whatnot if you wanted, but it's out of our city, so we try not to.
Let us know how it goes tomorrow.
Absolutely, boys.
Yes, send us a DM or something like that. Let us know.
Yep, for sure. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
See you later, Abe. All right, good to see him, and I'm hoping once again. I was told by Tommy that Tommy would be here. I was told by Sean. We really need Sean to get in here because we need to bust
Sean
his
never
ball.
comes in here anymore, dude. He knows.
Because ever since
it's the same fucking story every Sunday or Monday morning. Guys, I was gonna be there, but it turns out my cat has tuberculosis, and so I left the stove on at the house that has internet.
Oh, that's funny. No, the thing is that I think he's been avoiding us because he knows how much we're going to bust his balls about the fruity cheerleaders that are on the Minnesota.
Which isn't his fault, but I mean,
sorry,
dude, it's your team.
No, I think it is. It's Sean's fault directly. They went to him. They said, Sean.
I mean, he's the target audience.
Oh, there you go. Now he's definitely not going to show up.
Watch his wrestling.
But yeah, no, look. The fourth quarter was exciting.
Yeah,
it was fun to watch. I do want to know in the comments section. I can't put a poll up. I can't put a poll up from StreamYard. That annoys me. Like I feel like I should be able to do. I feel like I should be able to do everything I do on StreamYard that I could do on YouTube. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
Because I want to put a poll up to see who the people in the chat, and I will put a poll up. So I'm going to try to
put it up on Twitter if nothing else.
No, I'm going to put it up. Hold on 1 second. I just got to get over to YouTube. Oh, look, and there we are, Maddie. We look very handsome.
I like that guy. I have to say, I really do like the jersey though. I think it really does because I mean. I got a white one last year, and this is my green one. I really think that the green really does stand out. It looks really good.
Well, that's the one thing that is the one thing that the Jets have. I think they have one of the best uniforms in the NFL. Oh, yeah. I just love. I'm going to spell this wrong. Martinez. I think I love the simplicity of the Jets uniform.
It's not too flashy. It's not ridiculous. So.
All right, guys, I'm putting a poll in right now. It says, who would you rather keep on the team, Martinez or Cook? And I guess I can't vote on it, but I would vote for Martinez. But guys, get in there and vote, and we will find out who the Midnight Mike Show viewers who are hitting the like button. Please do that. It helps the show. We'll see what you guys say. We'll see what you guys say. Martinez or Cook, who you taking? And then we got another super chat in here, and I am loving it. John Ratcliffe comes in. Let's hit that Jets chant. Jets. You guys have been kicking ass, man, over the past couple weeks with the super chats, the gifted channel memberships, all that stuff. Thank you again. John comes in with $5, says, I absolutely hate Aids Wilson no matter what the Jets did. He was a guaranteed failure. I hate the fact that he still draws oxygen. Wow. Now look, I hate Zach Wilson too. I hate him as a player on the Jets, but I'm not wishing that he doesn't draw oxygen anymore. I think that's going a little far, John. He's just a kid who played football. Let's chill out. Like, wow.
Yeah, I don't have that feeling because once somebody's not on my team or not on a team kicking the shit out of me, like I don't hate these people personally. I can't do it. You know, like we talked about before, when as soon as Brady wasn't a Patriot, I was like, all right, cool, good luck, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
You know, so
yeah, that's when I realized that Brady was the real moment that I realized that I hate the uniform, not the players.
Yeah, I hate the logo on the front, not the name on the back.
Correct. And
now there are exceptions to that rule. There are some players you're just like, man, fuck that turd. But you know, it's not as prevalent as that. So.
Let's keep
that
going,
said,
dude.
I am definitely ready for real football. I mean, what is it? It's going to be a week from Sunday. Or no, it's not. It's 2 weeks, isn't it?
What does this even mean, Valerie? Valerie, channel member, first lady, we love you. Zach and his stupid girlfriend. Like, why are we attacking his girlfriend? Like, guys, like let's calm down here.
Yeah, so we got 2 weeks till the start of the season, which kind of sucks, but all right.
It starts on my birthday. There it is, September 7th.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Fuck.
And that, you know what? Remember last year that
Nope.
I said, you don't? Okay, let me refresh.
I don't remember yesterday.
Let me refresh. Last year, I kept saying the only game that I wanted the Jets to win was Halloween night because I didn't want my favorite holiday ruined.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yes.
And you got your wish.
And I got my wish. I also made a prediction about Alan Lazard last season that came true. This year, not only did I say I think the Jets are going to win week 1 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm getting that feeling, but I also, it's my birthday. Will the football gods screw me over? They didn't last year on Halloween, my favorite holiday. Will they do it this year on my birthday?
Halloween's a lot of people's favorite holiday. They don't give a fuck about
Well, September 7th is a lot of people's birthday. Dude, how many people could have the same, like, we just name a date, April 21st. You know, there's thousands, millions of people who have that as their birthday.
There's probably a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans whose fucking birthday is September 7th.
I agree. But how many Pittsburgh Steelers content creators?
This has to be one of the dumbest angles you've ever gone for.
Well, you know what, Maddie, go fuck yourself. And you'll see week 1.
Well, I hope you're right, but I don't think you are. And then I'm just going to send you
give me anything.
I'm going to send you the song Unhappy Birthday by the Smiths as soon as that fucking clock strikes midnight.
Jeez, John. Oh my God! You know,
somebody's taking painkillers right now.
Yeah, John, you with the after the comma. I'm not even going to read that.
Yeah, I would take that off the screen.
Hey, Duke, just do it.
Hey, Duke, what's up, dude? Good to see you, homie.
Cheers.
I'd like to, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't see traveling for a team that's going to be so bad this year. Like, I mean, if they were maybe in Arizona, which is close to me, that's a thought. But
no, you know what? I may go to a game, but you know when it'll be? It'll be in the final third of the season.
Yeah, when the tickets are abundantly available.
Yes, not only abundantly available, but they're dirt cheap.
When Jets content creators just come on our show in the comments, be like, "Does anybody want free tickets to?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. That's exactly. If I'll go to a game.
No, but like my wife and I are going out to this really fancy place tomorrow night for dinner called the Fort, and they do like, really good steak and stuff, and they do wild like elk and bison and all this crazy shit. But they also do Rocky Mountain oysters, but they make little smoky sausages out of rattlesnake meat. So we're gonna go there tomorrow night, and that's gonna be my my expenditure for going out. I think for the first season of the year or first month of the season, because I can't see just going anywhere for this team. I mean, I like them, don't get me wrong, but it hurt me to even buy this jersey because I don't want to give them any money till they show me that it's not a bad faith fucking team.
All right, Maddie. Well, guess what? We got some. Every now and then I like to bring up something that's going on in the world that has nothing to do with the New York Jets, and we get off topic all the time.
Yeah, you guys are used to that.
But what we're going to do for this little news break is we're going to bring it to a intermission report and talk about this because we just don't go to intermission reports anymore. And I used to love that. It was always part of the show. We're going to bring it back with something other than the top 5. We've always done the top 5, but we did that for like a year and a half. It ran its course. We're going to come up with something else, but we'll do an intermission report where we bring up a social media news break, something that's been going on social media that everybody's talking about. But let's hit that intermission report.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, Maddie, here we go. I know I
have no idea what this is either, people.
But you will immediately when I bring it up, and you have to have been living under a goddamn rock and not been on Facebook, X, YouTube. I mean, everybody has been talking about it the past 3 or 4 days. Maddie, Cracker Barrel decided to change their logo not only change their logo, but change the homey country interior of their stores, which is what brought everybody to their stores to begin with. Now, I've been on the internet and I've seen it somehow turn, and maybe you know something, maybe the chat knows something. I've seen it turn into something political. Like, how did it turn political?
I have no idea. That's crazy.
Yeah, people are like, oh, effing MAGA, they're, pissed off about the Cracker Barrel, and whoa, Cracker Barrel went woke. How is going woke? Look, once again, I'm not defending either side when it comes to politically, but what I'm saying is how is changing the interior of your store and changing the logo being liberal?
See, and I've said this before. I'm kind of tired of, I mean, everybody knows I'm fairly conservative leaning, but the right side of the aisle uses the word woke anytime anything happens that they don't like. And this is a perfect example of that. Now there's a Cracker Barrel that I drive past every night going to work. I haven't been in there in a while. I might go check it out of curiosity.
Do you know if they rebranded
no,
it?
And that's why I kind of want to go check it out and just see. But the food's good. Look, as far as I'm concerned, if the food hasn't changed,
well, I think the food has gotten a little.
We don't go very often, so it's like when I go, I'm like, did I hate the food or not? You know what I mean? But who cares? It's if you don't like the rebrand, okay, but it's not like they have Dylan Mulvaney advertising for it or anything ridiculous. Like, just let this shit go, dude. Like, I do think it's funny that the new meme has become like that little whatever that little square thing is that they've changed the look to. Anytime anybody doesn't like anything, they just put it in that square now, which is kind of funny. But
hold on.
At the same time, who fucking eats a Cracker Barrel all the time that much?
Now, listen, my family, my family and my kids, we love to go to Cracker Barrel. Once again, the food is mid, in my opinion, but it's the aesthetics of Cracker Barrel. It's the walking up to the porch with all the rocking chairs. It's the going into the store. You have all like the decor and like you feel like you're walking into an old barn with like stuff on the walls. And then you go into the restaurant, and I will show everybody this. Obviously, if you haven't been living under a barrel, no pun intended. The original logo, and it says Old Country Store. And that's exactly the feel you got from Cracker Barrel. They decided to just all of a sudden just looks like the most generic logo that you've ever seen. The only thing they really kept was the C and the B. Now my whole thing here is that I feel like that's what made Cracker Barrel the success that it was. When I drove down to Tennessee this summer, every exit had a Cracker Barrel. Like me and my wife could not believe the expansion of Cracker Barrel and how many stores Cracker Barrel actually has. Now their food may be mid, but it's the same everywhere. And that's what you look for. You look for consistency.
Let me ask you this. Have you been to one since this change was announced?
Not since the change.
So
I have been to one in the past month.
Well, so I'm just saying, part of me, tomorrow I'm half tempted to just cruise over and see what's up. Because they may say that shit, but what, you're gonna really revamp and is there gonna be no store in the place now? None of it.
Let me show you. This is what people are used to when you go to Cracker Barrel. And I love the fireplace at Christmas time. They put up Christmas trees next to the fireplace, and they have it crackling. And it's the part of the waiter's job to start to throw wood on the fire. We were talking to one of them. And it just looks like exactly what they said, an old country store. So Maddie, this is inside one of the new Cracker Barrels that's been redone. I'm sorry, that looks like shit.
That won't last.
I mean, that is so, it looks like a pharmacy.
Yeah, if that's it. I kind of want to stop by the one by my house tomorrow just to look. That just looks like a Wendy's.
Yeah, I would not. Me and my family will literally stop going to Cracker Barrel if our local Cracker Barrel ends up looking like this. That's the reason. Like I said, the food is secondary. It's the store. It's the aesthetics. It's everything else that goes. It's almost like it's not to the same degree, but it's like a rainforest cafe. When you go to Rainforest Cafe, you're paying overpriced money for, standard food, but it's the aesthetic of the Rainforest Cafe that makes you go.
Yeah, I'm going to go check out the one by our house maybe tomorrow, but that just looks so sterile and lame. I mean, again, I don't go to Cracker Barrel that often. I don't go for the ambiance or anything, but it's definitely a downgrade from just the other store. But we'll see. That's interesting.
Now,
I'm not.
No, I want to point this out. A lot of people are pissed off because they got rid of the older gentleman sitting next to the barrel with his arm on it, and just went. A lot of people were upset about that because that's part of the logo.
It's just yeah. I mean, that's you associate that with it.
Correct. So other restaurants, not to be outdone, decided to add a person to their logo, and this is a good example.
I like it. I do think it'd be funny though if everybody just added that guy to their logo. Like if McDonald's just had him sitting next to the fucking M.
Well, but that's another
for
example.
A week just to fuck with them.
Well, but that's McDonald's is a perfect other example. Like, remember what McDonald's used to look like? It used to be so fun. It had like a tree in the middle of the restaurant with seats around it, and the kids could sit and eat at the tree, and then they had the playscape and all this. Now it looks like a Walmart. Like you walk in, it's so, I don't know what the word is. It's sterilized.
It's sterilized. It's, I don't know, man. I honestly these days, man, I hate going out to eat anywhere. Like I'm excited for tomorrow night with my wife because we're going out to like a nice restaurant. But like, we went to Olive Garden the other day, and that was cool. But they're the same. They haven't changed anything, So, and we went and had lunch. But like honestly, it's so rare that I'm just kind of like, when you were a kid, you had fun. Like they had that fucking giant hamburger on like a stilt that you could climb into. It had bars around it and shit.
Yeah, it looked like a prison.
Yeah, somebody was selling one of those, and I was like, how pissed would my neighbors be if that was in my front yard, and how little would I care?
Do you live in a
no
okay.
HOA?
Okay, I was gonna say there's no way you'd be able to pull.
No, the HOA would come over and burn that fucker down. But Scotty, I am gonna order Rocky Mountain oysters tomorrow night. I can't wait. They're fucking delicious. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for the pendulum to swing back. Because sooner or later, like one store is gonna fucking say the fuck with it and bring those fun things back. And the business is going to go through the roof, and everybody will follow suit. Now, unless there's some rule like when you franchise a McDonald's that you can't or something like that, but I feel like it's just going to take like one McDonald's in like a suburban town of a major city, like and then all of a sudden be like, yeah, dude, well, we're going to drive 40 minutes to go to this McDonald's. For what? Yeah, they got the playground, bro.
We have one in Connecticut that still has like the old school 80s stuff on the inside. So they still have that prison burger. They still have the tree with that the kids could sit around.
I really feel like McDonald's needs to bring the whole cast of McDonald Town or whatever that is and start building some lore around that. Like I kind of want the Hamburglar to stage an elaborate prison breakout and menace the town. I want people calling for Mayor McCheese to fucking get his shit together and handle business.
No, I understand that. Scott comes in and says, never been to one, but I heard the food sucks. Dino says food sucks for sure. It's really hit or miss because like I'm the kind of person that when I go to a restaurant, I order the same thing every time, especially if I know it's good and I like it. So I always order, I think it's called the Grandpa's Sampler breakfast. So it's like you get hash browns, you get eggs, and you get the country fried steak. And that's good. My wife orders something different every time, and I'd say 75% of the time she's upset and not loving it.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Cracker Barrel, the food is made. It's the ambiance that I've said many times.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind seeing a great reduction in the amount of just restaurants around town in general. Like, there's so many fucking places to go eat that like they don't even have to they don't care. There's no loyalty. It's just, okay, we're going to be busy from 10 to 2 or whatever. Like, I could live with less Applebee's in the world or whatever, like, I don't know.
I mean, I like Applebee's. I like Chili's. I like Fridays. Fridays are disappearing.
Yeah. I haven't seen one of those in forever. Chili's I like, but I don't know. I'm going to start spending a lot more time learning how to cook shit and just making shit at home on the grill.
Chris says, I love Denny's Perkins in New Jersey. Never been to a Golden Corral. I hate Denny's. The last time I went to a Denny's, I was extremely pissed off and underwhelmed. Perkins, on the other hand, I like Perkins, but the last time I went to a Perkins was last summer when I was in Gettysburg, and we went to the Perkins, and I guess they had some sort of problem with the bathroom, and one whole half of the restaurant smelled like shit. And we sat down and we all looked at each other and we were like, we can't do this. And we got up and we are like, sorry, we're going. And they kind of understood, like, what could you do? But do you guys have any Perkins or Denny's or stuff out there?
We have Denny's. I think you used to have Perkins. We have a lot of IHOPs out here. What else do we have out here? I mean, Old Chicago is real big out here, or at least I thought it was. But they closed like all the Old Chicago's up on the north side of town. My daughter and I were looking to go in. She's like, "Yeah, let's go to Old C's, man. You can
what are Old Chicago's?
They're this chain restaurant. And they have like the Old Chicago beer tour where they have like you try like one of every 250 fucking beers, and you get like a plaque on the wall with your name and your own mug and stuff. And they got these great Italian nachos that are fantastic.
But kids can go. It's a kids.
It's a like a bar and grill, and they used to always have the NFL ticket. So I'd go watch a Jets game, take Sasha, and we go eat and hang out and stuff. And we went to the one by my house that's closest. I was always like, this place is really poorly managed, because you'd call and be like, hey, I was wondering if the Jets if we get the or they just wouldn't answer the phone, or they'd hang up on you because they aren't paying attention. So there's another one's a little further where I said, let's cruise over there. No Black Bear Diners. And we cruised the other one. It was shut down too. So we're like, oh, fuck it. I guess we're just going to Raising Cane's again.
I don't even think I know what a Raising Cane's is.
It's a chicken place. I think it's a Western.
Oh, okay. I think maybe I do know what it is.
It's good. It's simplistic. I mean, it's just chicken tenders and fries and shit.
Is it like a kind of fast food? Is it like Bojangles?
It's a little fast foodie, but you'd feel less guilty about eating there than you would at McDonald's. I don't know why. But I got to go to work.
All right, real quick, Valerie, you are right.
Yeah, seriously, it's so expensive.
Even at places like Cracker Barrel and whatnot, you're still paying like $100 for 3 people.
Yeah, tomorrow night's going to cost us a fair amount, but it's nice for us to.
All right, before you leave, Maddie, let's get out of this intermission report, because I don't want to leave this with you here. So that's the end of the intermission report. We did a internet news break. We'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, Maddie, you're heading out. Let everybody know your tour dates and where you'll be appearing.
I will be at work tonight and off next 2. See you guys Monday. I'll be there for the whole show. Kind of looking forward to the next 2 weeks in the sense of it sucks there's no football, but there should be a fair amount of news. I will be interested to see if the Jets, every other day the Jets are working out some quarterback I've never heard of. So hopefully they'll find the right guy, or something will happen. The right guy will get cut, because I really think right now a quarterback, they're living on fucking borrowed time. So
and real quick, Ruckert making the team or not?
That's maybe the hardest one to answer. I'm going to say yes, but on borrowed time, like one mistake away from being sent down. And if he were not to make the team, I would not be shocked. I just think they like him too much that they'll give him one more shot.
All right. Well, thank you, Maddie. Good to see you Monday
night. Guys, love you. I'll talk to you Monday night.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, that's out with one and in with another. Tommy Jets, how you doing tonight?
What's up, Mikey? I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing good. I watched, not being a college football guy, I watched over an hour of your coverage of all of the rankings and whatnot. On the
you watched an hour of that?
Over an hour. I watched probably an hour and 20 minutes. You brought in your main guy. I don't know his name. You brought in the main guy, and then I saw you bring in 2 other guys. You brought in a guy, scruffy looking.
Cody.
So you're a Florida guy?
Cody is my West Coast guy. Brandon, the Asian guy, he's the Florida guy. And then later in the show, we brought other people on too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guys, definitely go over to the League Winners on YouTube and hit subscribe and check out. They just started re-releasing, not re-releasing, that's the wrong word. re-uploading, not re-uploading because you're not uploading old stuff. They're putting out new content, and they have a segment or a show called, what is it, College Football Now?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll talk about everything that the people that on my site are doing, because almost everybody we have that works for me goes to the games like live. Like today we had somebody at the UNLV game, which was almost an upset, by the way. That was a good game. And then we talk about every college football conference, and I bring in my beat writers if they can't come on. We have some other stuff going on. Usually the YouTube was just for like player interviews, but now we're starting to bring in other content now that we've made the switch to college football. So
what was that? Today. Okay, I don't know if you saw earlier, but I'm so in for football that not only have I watched every Jets preseason game till the very end, which I can't believe I'm still doing. Yeah, but before we got on, I was watching the Miami preseason game, and then earlier today from Ireland, I was watching Iowa State.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I was watching Iowa State versus Kansas State, and I don't even know who won because we had to leave to go to the fair. So I never ended up checking. My one daughter, youngest, goes, "Who are we rooting for?" I go, "I don't know. Who do you want to root for?" And she was like, "The purple." I was like, "All right, we're rooting for the purple." Rooting for Kansas State. So who won that game? Do you know?
The purple lost that game.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Did that game even count?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay.
It was a good game. It was a good game. They had a nice little comeback attempt at the end, but it's just a little too late.
All right. Well, Tommy, this is great because earlier on we had Maddie, obviously my co-host. We had Honest Abe on for a little while, coming in.
Abe was here too.
Oh yeah, pixelated from his car as usual. But we got our Vikings correspondent who's finally showing his face after the Vikings decided to hire a bunch of the most effeminate male cheerleaders that have ever existed. Sean Neutron, how you doing tonight?
What's up, Mike? What's up, Tomas? Yeah, I don't endorse it. You have to think, even some gay people have to look at it and go, dude, you're trying way too hard. Like, stop.
Well, my whole thing is that we talked about it over these past couple of weeks, is that the people are always like, what's the problem? There's always been male cheerleaders, especially in college football.
Different type of male cheerleader.
They're big, like burly dudes who throw the girls around. They don't do the same dance as the girls with the pom-poms.
And wear makeup.
Right.
Yeah, it's like there's a huge difference. And how many, like I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. How many like homosexual men go to NFL games? That's number one. They rarely show the cheerleaders on TV. They'll show them quick, real quick, showing their pom-poms. But also, how many of them go to the games and are like, man, I hope there's a really, really fruity dude like shaking his ass on the sideline. Whereas then if you go to straight men and you say, how many straight men watch the NFL? And then how many straight men want to see a hot like cheerleader shaking her ass? All of them. There's a big difference.
This has got me to like be like, hey, let's just be like the Steelers. Just get rid of the cheerleaders at this point. If you're they've tainted the pool. They've tainted the pool.
I'm so upset. I deleted a bunch of my little like things that I could bring up on screen. And one of them was the one that I brought up last week where it said the headline was that the Dallas Cowboys relieved that they are now not the gayest team in the league and had the Vikings.
I remember that.
It was so fun. It was from the Babylon Bee. So obviously it's satire and whatnot. But Sean, I mean, how many of you and your Vikings fans? I mean, I'm sure you're in Vikings X and chat rooms. How many of you guys are really, really excited about this?
The cheerleaders?
Yeah.
Approximately zero.
Oh, okay. Approximately.
Maybe those guys' families. I don't know. Maybe. Even then, like their dad's got to be like, well, bro.
Yeah, the dad is like, oh God.
No, but I think what Minnesota's really excited. What Minnesota's really excited about is the strong rumors of bringing back Adam Thielen to kind of help be the second receiver behind Jefferson. And he's a veteran, but you saw what he did last year, the last 2 years in Carolina. He can still contribute. So that'd be nice to have him on there.
What is the word around Vikings? I'm trying to remember his name. The defensive tackle that we got from the Vikings.
Harrison
Phillips. Yes.
Is it O'Neal?
No, Harrison Phillips.
Phillips. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of people I'm seeing, like beat writers and fans, are just shocked by that. They're like, it was weird timing. Like there was some, they still don't even know the full rationale behind it. But unless he just butted heads and somehow there's some personal thing going on that we don't know about.
Well, I
It
mean,
just-
because what I'm hearing is that that a lot of Vikings fans are kind of upset with the fact that he's not on the team anymore.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. It's just really weird timing 2 weeks before the season to trade away one of your better defenders. Well, and not just a rookie or nothing, or a second-year guy. Like, he was a veteran. Bizarre. I did hear that the Vikings have expressed interest in Terry McLaurin, but obviously that's a pipe dream at this point. But we'll, who knows? I think he's pretty dug in with Washington, and he wants $34 million. So I think his agent's giving him bad advice.
I don't know too much about that situation. You, Tommy?
I know he's holding out. He wants a contract. I don't blame him. He's really good. The thing is, he's been really good, but he just hasn't had the quarterback play to show.
He wants top 5 money, but dude, you're not a top, like, you're a great receiver, but you're not a top 5 receiver. Like, yeah. And you have to think too, if you're in Washington, you've waited almost 8 years to have a contender of a team, or at least a quarterback like that, maybe you go to a different team and then you make that money, but you go to a team that's going to miss the playoffs. So, you got to realize where you're at some point. I think, they could meet somewhere around 28 to 30 million. I think that would be realistic.
Yeah.
Real quick, John Ratcliffe comes in, says, Buckeyes are on Saturday. What do you mean no football? Obviously, we were talking about NFL football, because even this year, I'm going to be trying to watch a little bit more college. I mean, I watch Notre Dame when they're on my television, but I'm going to try to watch a little bit more college football so that when I watch Tommy's show, I kind of know more about what's going on. Because, I want to know. I'm also very interested in Arch Manning. I'm very interested to see what he does this season. So,
hey, did you guys see that Bears comeback win yesterday?
I did. But once again, preseason. So,
no, but, so as a Vikings fan, you think I wouldn't be excited about the Bears, but I'm not going to lie. Obviously, you got Tyson Bagent on there, fellow Shepherd alum. So I'm always going to pull for that kid. And he threw the most ridiculous pass at the end there. And even Pat Mahomes, they showed him on the sidelines. Like, damn, that was impressive.
Oh,
did he really?
Yeah,
he had 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and the last drive he had to march down 87 yards, and they scored at 2 seconds to go.
3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. That's nothing.
Yeah. The second touchdown was on 4th and goal.
You see that stat there, Sean?
That's a legend.
18 for 26, 235 yards, 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Photoshop.
Not photoshopped. Guys, we actually, the last time I feel like Sean was on was after week 1 of the preseason. We were talking about how amazing and giving credit where credit was due to Shedeur Sanders for what he did in that first preseason game. Since then, not so much. As a matter of fact, was it yesterday? He took a 23-yard loss for a sack for a loss.
And somehow his apologists will say it's some sort of conspiracy that Stefanski's trying to make him look bad, and he's not giving him calling the right plays for him, and all this other BS. It's like, dude,
hold on. How is running backwards 23 yards on anyone but him?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're making all excuses in the world, and it's like, well, that's really obvious.
Did you guys see the Josina Anderson's paragraph tweet that she put out? Oh my god.
Oh, what did she say?
It was insane. She's like she wanted Sanders to continue playing because he got nicked up or something like that, and she wanted him to play through the injury, and was upset that the coach wasn't playing him in garbage time in the game to get some reps. And
she's embarrassing.
It's insane. That was insane.
Wasn't she the one who tried to break the news about Michael Sam years ago? And it was just, was she the one who, I think she was trying to get into the locker room or something, and it was really awkward, or into the shower area. It was really weird.
She does some weird stuff. Yeah.
I heard Brett Favre texted her a picture of his junk.
I mean, that's just, paying your dues as a beat reporter, right?
Oh, a female beat reporter. I don't know. We got to talk to these gay cheerleaders and see if they're getting any texts from Favre.
I think Favre wanted to call her a beat-off reporter.
Oh man,
Scott has a good point here. Ex-Jets kid is the Iowa State QB.
Yeah,
Beck.
Rocco. Yeah, he's
Anthony Beck was in the crowd, and I was able to say to my daughter, I was like, "Oh, Anthony Beck." I was like, "He was one of the Jets' tight ends," and she was like, "Oh, She actually asked a lot of questions today. She's a 5-year-old. And I feel like if I can get either one of my daughters to become a football fan, it's her. Because when we were sitting down, she was asking legitimate questions. Like she was like, "What are those 2 yellow poles for?" And I was like, "Oh,
Really?
those are for field goals." And what's a field goal? I explained it to her. And then like I taught her what a fumble was because there was a fumble in the game. Well, there were a few fumbles.
There's a few. Yeah.
Yeah. But the fumble happened. And then she later on, when a guy missed a call, didn't catch a pass, she was like, "Oh, isn't that a fumble?" And I had to explain to her, no, you have to have control. You have to catch the ball and then have it taken.
Don't worry, the NFL, the refs still don't know what a catch is.
Yeah, my 5-year-old does now, but the NFL refs do not.
Also, now you can confuse her and start to explain the NBA and go, okay, this is what a field goal is in the NBA.
No, man.
Scott, you're a liar. You're a liar if you don't notice when they put those girls on screen. Like, let's be honest here. Like, gorgeous.
And they only do it like right before a commercial break or like right when they're you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
their time.
Well, the crazy part too is years ago I used to think like, oh, they probably make tons of money in the NFL, but cheerleaders do not make that much money at all.
No, they don't.
Man, John Radcliffe is just on fire tonight. F Notre Dame. F
Lenore Sellers good. What do you got against Sellers?
F him. F him. That's what John says. F him. He really likes Klubnik, so he's like,
okay. Well, how does he feel about Julian saying? Because he's an Ohio State guy, right?
Oh, there you go, John. How do you feel? What, Maddie? What are you doing?
It's funny. I was clicking the join as soon as I saw your text.
Oh no! I just asked Mike, is the bad man gone? Can I come in now?
Yeah, Maddie's out of here. He's out of here. Once again, I'm trying to watch what I can. You want to hear something crazy? The Jets game last night in Hartford, like I get Hartford market stuff, even though I'm pretty much as far from Hartford as I am from New York. The CBS game in the Hartford market was the Titans and the Vikings.
I was trying to watch it on Paramount Plus, and it was giving me some trouble, so I said screw it, and I watched something else. But I could have cared less, I guess, about, couldn't have cared less about it because we didn't have any of our starters in, and it's just,
But my whole thing is that we're literally, I could drive with reasonable traffic. I could be in New York City in 40 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're closer than I am.
And they're not showing me the Jets game. I had to do one of my very legal streams to be able to watch the Jets game yesterday. And it's like, that's so frustrating. Why would you, did they really think that people in Connecticut really were pining to see the Minnesota Vikings versus the Tennessee Titans? If the Jets weren't playing, I might have watched that game for Sean. Seriously. But you said like JJ McCarthy didn't even play.
I like the Brosmer kid though. He looks like he'll be our QB too, in my opinion. Came from an FCS school. I forgot which one, but he's really outperformed a lot. And Sam Howell has looked terrible. And if you're a quarterback and you can't do well with Kevin O'Connell, like I'm sorry, that it's a you problem.
So, but JJ, once again, JJ did not play last night.
No.
Okay. I mean, once again,
risk it at this point.
It could always be worse because one of the guys I work with is a New Orleans Saints fan. And I was at work the other day and I was just thinking, I'm like, who the hell is their quarterback? I go, Dean, who's the New Orleans quarterback? And he was like, oh, and he couldn't even name them.
Yeah, I think Tyler Shaw and Spencer Rattler or Shaw, whatever.
Yeah, they have nobody. So it could be worse.
Well, and then their third string is like this goofy looking Disney quarterback looking guy.
Hayner, I think it's Hayner's name.
Yeah. And he was in I remember a few years ago he was in the same Senior Bowl that Tyson Bagent was in, and he was getting all the playing time, and I was like, oh, why isn't Bagent getting more time? And so it's funny how to see how in 2 years the trajectories of these different quarterbacks.
What real quick on an off the beaten path question, we did it we talked about it during the intermission report where I did my internet news break. Your guys' thoughts on the Cracker Barrel fiasco?
It's just that modernization of boring logos. Give me some more character to these things. Give me some more flavor to these logos, some more sizzle, because they're just so like corporate and I think I saw something recently where it showed how logos might have looked if it was like the 80s, and that was really, really cool. I think the Spotify one was really, really neat, but there's a Google one, they did a Netflix, but yeah, it's just and obviously, I think they're trying to unclunkify the restaurants so that they're not all the junk is on the wall and everything anymore.
That's what gave the restaurant its whole appeal. I said to Maddie earlier, I said, it's like going to the Rainforest Cafe. The food, you're not going for the food. You're going for the aesthetic. And
it's like going to Waffle House and no one's going to fight you.
Well, did you see that the Waffle House is changing their logo because they got rid of the guy with the barrel for Cracker
They get
Barrel.
rid of like the chef on meth who wants to beat the shit out of everyone.
Well, no, everybody was upset that they removed the guy with the barrel. So
Yeah.
Waffle House decided to add something to their logo.
That's not real.
No, that's what Waffle House is changing. They're changing their logo too. I mean, but but Sean is right. It's like you could go online and you could put in "Fight at Waffle House" in YouTube, and you would have just
and the internet just looks at you, goes, "Which one? Which one?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's an endless list.
I don't know, honestly, guys. This might be a not hot take. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a Waffle House fan. Every time I go in there, I come out smelling like grease, and I haven't been in one in years. So I'm an IHOP guy, I guess, or even Denny's or Bob Evans.
No, not Denny's. Not Denny's.
No?
No. I will try my best to hit up a Waffle House when I go down south, just because they're nowhere near me.
Yeah.
But the problem is I am scared I'm going to get hit with a chair. It is, it's like going on a Carnival cruise. Anything could happen. You could get beat up, whatever. You never know. Did you guys actually see what Carnival Cruise did with their new rules?
Yeah. They
And
still
then-
had a fight.
Yeah, there was a fight on a Carnival Cruise Line I believe it was this past week, and it turned into this huge brawl in the service area, and it was over the last piece of chicken.
Yeah. That's
Can you
insane.
believe that? Like, you talk about stereotyping people, and there's a fight over fried chicken.
Bro, that was crazy. It was like a literal brawl too.
A brawl.
That was insane.
And their new catchphrase, their slogan for Carnival is the Spirit Airlines of the Sea.
Oh, exactly.
Dude, I hate Spirit. Oh man.
I've never flown Spirit. The last time I flew Delta.
Did you
Actually, the
guys-
last
did
time
you-
I had it was actually I was with the Boom guys, like grandparents, like the Costco guy, the guy with the Boom, like the kid, the family. The whole
really?
family. Yeah, I was right next to his grandparents. I was like, wait a minute, I like interviewed your son and your grandson. Like, what the fuck? Small world.
Did you guys see the documentary on Netflix about the poop cruise?
What?
I did not
Well,
see. My wife watched it.
It was a cruise that lost power to the boat, like the engines or whatever, and then their backup generators failed. So, and then the toilet stopped flushing. So they were stuck on it for like a week or something. And it was like they said at one point, one of the chef says people would go to the bathroom and then they'd use the same toilet. Somebody else would come in, they'd kind of put paper or toilet paper over it. He called it a poop lasagna. So it's if you haven't watched it, it's a pretty easy like hour-long watch. I think maybe a little over an hour.
But it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I believe so. It's like a series. I forgot that series title. It's one of the episodes, but it was it's just kind of things you take for granted, and people were just going chaotic, and like you were talking about the food, and people were trying to like take all this food up to their, and just they're trying to ration it out pretty much because with the refrigeration down, the food would go bad anyway. So
real quick, John Ratcliffe comes in. He gets a Jets chant. Jets. $2 says, read my comments. I answered Tony's questions. I appreciate the $2. I will 100% go back now because you did do that. Let me see here. Okay, I see a few. Let's see here. Let's start with this one. Seller hasn't proven a effing thing to be a franchise quarterback. Saying is a I'm sorry, don't have my readers on.
redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't care about his draft stock currently. Kid's got a chance to be really good though.
Yeah, I like saying.
And then we got 2026
Henry,
number
too.
one recruit. God, my eyes are getting so bad. Chris Henry Jr., Ohio State committee, went absolutely effing nuts today. I stopped watching after 3 receptions for 2 TDs and over 100 yards.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Gets it from his dad. I mean, Chris Henry, one of the biggest what ifs in NFL history. I mean, that guy had a lot of talent, and it's just a shame what happened to him. I think he fell out of the back of a pickup truck.
Something happened. Something like bizarre happened to him.
I think he was sitting in the back of it, and he fell out, and I assume he broke his neck, and maybe that's what killed him.
And finally, Lenora Sellers has garbage stats. He turns the damn ball over frequently. Scouts are in lust with him because he's a great athlete. Well, that's a good thing. He's basically another version of Anthony Richardson.
He's not. He is better than Anthony Richardson.
You got to think though with Anthony Richardson. I mean, is this the end of the line? Getting benched for Daniel Jones before the season even starts? I mean, what are we doing here, folks?
What are we doing here, folks?
Yeah, he might be cooked.
Who do you guys have? Who do the Vikings have week 1?
The Bears. The Bears.
Yeah, you guys should take that one.
Yeah, we should be able to beat them wherever, like home, away.
I mean, I saw a play where Caleb Williams had they were talking about it. He had this perfect pocket.
Yeah,
and
dude, that was a horrible play. Oh my god!
And then he didn't throw the ball. He didn't get rid of the ball, and then just ran into a sack.
His decision making is terrible. He doesn't have the quick reactions, and obviously I'm going to be a Tyson Bagent homer as usual. But if you watch how quickly he gets rid of the ball, his mobility as well, and his people say, his arm strength. But I think arm strength can be one of the most overblown things because if you can throw it a bajillion yards, but you got to be accurate. You got to have timing. You got to know where your receivers are going to be. So there's just more to being a quarterback than just arm strength.
Yeah, well, and chemistry with your receiver to know where they'll be, put the right touch on the ball. Yeah, you could. I mean, I used to be able to throw the ball really far, but that doesn't mean that I can hit a guy in stride. At the point of the field where he's going to be. All it just means I could just chuck a baseball.
Right.
But the one thing I will say about Caleb Williams, even though I'm not his biggest fan, they showed him in camp or practice the other day, and he was really happy for Tyson. And they were kind of, everyone was kind of celebrating and stuff. So I mean, he probably is a good teammate. Maybe more supportive than we give him credit for. But I just don't think as a starting quarterback, I just don't see him as a leader. And I think he's just got raw talent, but not much else.
Sellers threw 7 INTs, interceptions, and led the nation in fumbles while only throwing 18 TDs. Why the hell is this kid so highly touted?
That's the SEC, baby. That's why. That's that SEC football.
So where do you guys think Shedeur Sanders is going to end up? Do you think he's going to be QB3 or cut?
I don't know, because here's the thing. Is Flacco really going to be able to handle the whole season? Is he older than Rodgers?
No, because he was drafted in 07. Rodgers was drafted 05.
So what? So he's 39?
Yeah, he's a young, spry 39.
A young, spry 39.
He's a silver fox, a young, spry silver fox.
But do you really see him going the whole season as the starting quarterback for the?
If he stays healthy, I could. But then you draft 2 quarterbacks in the same draft. You're definitely going to want to see Gabriel at some point, no matter what. So they're not going to be playing for much, to be honest. So, I mean, obviously, I think Gabriel would probably get, at the very least, I think he'd probably get at least the last 3 to 5 games.
I mean, Shedeur Sanders will somehow be protected on that team. They're not going to get rid of him. They're not going to, he'll be on the practice squad. I mean, now, once again, when you're on the practice squad.
Racism.
But you can sign with another team can come and grab you if you're on a team's practice squad. Correct? Yeah. So what else can they do to protect people from doing that? Do they have to have him at QB? Do they have to have him dressed on the 53?
I mean, what a waste of, it'd be a waste of a roster spot. I mean, let's just be real.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the thing is, he's got the ability. I'm not going to lie. Like he's shown he can do certain things, but when the going gets tough, I mean, he literally gets going. I mean, I just don't see it with him. He's just going to fold.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that develops, man.
It says Sanders will end up cut if Teresa and if there is any justice. He's just
Teresa any justice.
Yeah, I'm just assuming he means if there is any justice. And he says Chris says Flacco's 40. So once again, it's like I don't think Flacco's a bad quarterback, and he pulled a miracle with the Browns only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is, if they put Shador in at QB2, the second Flacco has a bad game or the second Flacco doesn't do perfect, the whole crowd is going to be trying to get Shador Sanders in. And if you want any success with Shador Sanders, he needs to sit and learn the NFL game like any other quarterback who's come into the league. Most quarterbacks who come in, it's very rare that you have a situation like the Redskins where Jaden Daniels comes in and is able to handle himself in his first year and, whatever. And he still may have a sophomore slump. We don't know.
Right.
Because
usually year 2 is when they get figured out, like RG3, Cam Newton. So I think that this will be a very telling year for Jaden. I think he might rise above it. Obviously, not having McLaurin is going to be a big issue, but I think Daniels is. They said the way he is just naturally. He's a very chill, composed dude, so he's not going to get rattled with much.
This one must be for Sean. You get the Jets chant, Scott. Jets. Scott Foster, channel member 199, comes in and says Caleb Williams would be a good Vikings cheerleader, and he would with his old painted nails and his mom.
Well, I mean, when he came out in the draft, apparently there was he did want to be a Viking apparently, but the Vikings were not going to give up all that draft capital and stuff to try to get him and move up all those spots. So I think we got our guy. Just moving up one pick. I thought at one point they'd try to move up for Drake May, but then I'm like, wait a second, you're gonna have to give up too much. I'm excited to see what McCarthy can do. Hearing all good things, and it's nice that we're not stuck with Darnold, because then you have this issue with, okay, you're paying Darnold a lot of money. Are you stunting JJ's growth? And now it's sink or swim, and with O'Connell, and then that offense, all those weapons. I don't see how he can fail.
John says, I'm assuming he's talking about Caleb likes sausage as much as all the Vikings cheerleaders do. And this is just because he has a hatred towards Notre Dame, I believe.
McCarthy's also complete trash. As QB, he'll be benched early. Who's the Vikings backup? Brosmer from the FCS school. I forget which one.
I think he played at Minnesota, I think, too.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. But yeah, so he's.
Sorry, no, I'm talking to Mets. I didn't realize the link wasn't in there, so I'm gonna get Mets the link.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's gonna be some JJ hate, I guess, from people, but and people saying, "Oh, he was protected at Michigan, and now he's gonna be protected with Kevin O'Connell." But he has good improvisational skills.
There you go, Mets. It's in there. I haven't talked to Mets in a little while. I'd like to see what he's up. I'd like to see what he thought of the Jets-Giants preseason game. But regardless, how do you guys think? How do you think Sam Darnold will do this year with Seattle? We'll start let me start with Tommy. Picture his numbers this year. I don't know them off the top of my head, but we know he had a phenomenal season, except for the last 2 games, the playoff game and the last game, I believe, versus Detroit, was it? But is he going to be, how far above or below or on the same page will he be as his stats from last year?
Well, I think he's going to see somewhat of I would say probably down a little bit, because O'Connell's like a quarterback whisperer. He's a great offensive mind, and McDonald, defensive guy over there. I do like that they got Cooper Kupp, though. That's probably a good safety valve for him to have. And they still have, I think they have
JSN.
Yep. So I'm interested to see how he does. I don't think he's going to do terribly. I just don't think it's going to be like the level we saw with Minnesota.
Yeah, he's not going to have the offensive line. And even last year's offensive line, it was better than Seattle's. But this year's offensive line, Minnesota's even better. So he's going to struggle to, he's going to be pressured a lot. We might see the Sam Darnold seeing ghosts again from 2018.
Oh boy.
But I'm rooting for the guy. I have no ill will against him. I'm glad he got the bag. A lot of people didn't see that coming. And he's got, you got Kenneth Walker. You got Charbonnet there, so he's got some weapons.
All right, guys, we're going to bring him in. I swear I just saw him about to light up a cigarette. We're going to find out what's going on as we bring in Mets 2128.
Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are
Long time no see ya, Belitas.
Yo, what are you about to smoke a cigarette? What is that?
Just a 5.
Oh, it's
He was just doing some blow.
yeah.
Okay.
He's doing his best Doc Gooden impression.
No, Constantine.
Mets, how you doing, man? I've missed you. What are your thoughts, man? Jackson Dart's looking good. The Giants beat the Jets. Give me your thoughts on this preseason.
Can't take everything at face value. I mean, last time Giants went on being in a preseason, they fell to pieces.
Oh, well, that's true, but still, your prospect, Jackson Dart, he's looking pretty
doing
confident.
good, but again, take it at face value. I don't want what happened to Jones happening to him. Week 2, Wilson struggles, and he gets thrown to the Wolves. And if that happens, that wanker Dable can go booger himself.
Where are you, Mets?
Mad Monster Expo is a horror convention near where I live.
Oh, yeah? Can you get anybody on film? Like, show somebody famous?
No, they've pretty much all left. Today it was Linda Blair, Corey Feldman, David Arquette.
Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman was there?
Yep.
I'm a big Corey Feldman fan.
They're having something coming to Virginia pretty soon. I think they got the Pink Power Rangers going to be there.
Oh, nice.
Which one, Sutherland or Joe Johnson?
Joe Johnson.
Yeah, the original.
She had many hearts back in the 90s.
I met the second one when I was at Rise Up.
Have you ever met Amy Jo Johnson?
I was in a convention she was at last year, but I missed her.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know much about. I'm too old for Power Rangers, but my little brother watched Power Rangers, and I definitely did not mind seeing Amy Jo Johnson. Like that was the highlight of my Power Rangers, and even the Asian girl who unfortunately passed away. That was a sad story.
Was that a car accident?
Yeah. But yeah, that original Power Rangers is the only Power Rangers I know up until the movie. And I know John Radcliffe's probably in the comments section now because he's a big Power Rangers fan.
I've met both the OG Blue and Blacks.
Nice.
Okay.
Billy and Zach.
Yeah, I can picture them. What do you guys think? Did they purposely make the Black Ranger black, the Asian Ranger yellow? Like, was that on purpose?
The Blue Ranger was just sad.
That is a very big coincidence.
I don't believe in coincidences, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah,
they made the Vikings cheerleader the Purple Ranger.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only thing more obvious is if the Red Ranger was like, Chief Red Cloud, playing the role. Like that would be the only other thing. You'd be like, all right, guys, come on. Somebody in the writers' room's got to say something.
Other famous people I think showed up. Doug Jones.
Who's Doug Jones? Should I know him? I probably should.
He was Abe in Hellboy.
Oh, okay. Is this the final day, or is there another day tomorrow?
There's another day tomorrow, but I only paid for today.
How far are you? How far are you from your house? Are you staying in a hotel?
No, I didn't pay for the hotel room.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going straight home after this.
Oh, okay. All right. So then who did you go to see today? Like who was the number one person you wanted to see today?
It was probably going to be Feldman.
Oh, wait, so you saw Feldman. You went up and talked to him?
I was in his Q&A panel with Nelson Newlander or whatever his name is.
So was he doing a Lost Boys panel?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Adrian King was also here.
Oh, Friday the 13th. Hell yeah. Did you try any of her wine? She has her own wine.
No, I didn't. And I saw the girl, Linda Blair was here.
Exorcist, nice. The last thing I saw Linda Blair, did you see her? So maybe you can confirm or deny?
Was what?
Was that it looked like she had gotten a lot of work done on her face.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that.
Okay.
Monica Keena was also here.
And here's Monica. I actually just watched Monica Keena in Entourage. I've been rewatching
really?
Entourage, but she's also known for Freddy versus Jason and Dawson's Creek, which I love Monica Keena. But the problem is that she was dating someone, and I forget who it was, and maybe still is dating them. And she apparently had a lot of trouble with like demons. Do you know anything about that, Mets?
Nope.
Okay. Did she look good, or did she look like weathered and haggard?
A little bit, but not much.
Okay.
That sounds like me on a good day.
I
So
mean, I
being
still want
weathered
to
and
rip
haggard?
Arquette for basically killing WCW.
Was Arquette there?
Yes.
He didn't kill WCW. He's a former WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
But it was one of the
Vince Russo
worst
killed it.
decisions just to tie into a damn movie.
Ready to Rumble. Hell yeah.
Everyone knows that. Hell, even old Captain Insano knows that movie's a piece of crap.
Oh, that's one of those movies that I could still go back and watch and have a good time watching because it's so ridiculous.
I think I watched it as like an 8th grader.
Man
And
was
I
also here, but I didn't get to talk to him.
Who? Say that again?
The Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, nice. What is he doing at Mad Monster Party?
Expo, actually.
Well, still, but isn't that a horror convention? What is he doing there?
And they'll sometimes bring in wrestling legends.
Because I can understand, because David Arquette did Scream, he did Eight-Legged Freaks, like he did a bunch of horror movies, but Honky Tonk Man, like, I don't know. I just still picture a bunch of random horror fans being like, man, I have got to get the Honky Tonk Mans.
I mean, we had the Hardys here last year.
Didn't Matt or Jeff do a horror movie?
I thought one of them did too.
It was Matt.
Which movie did he do?
I don't remember, but it was some random independent fan wrestling horror film.
Oh, like Wrestlers versus Zombies or whatever it was? Was he in that?
Something like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Mets, what else have you picked up on this preseason? Anything?
Not much. I've been just more focused on how things are going in baseball. And Mets and Yankees have been falling off a cliff. At least the Mets are starting to climb out of the hole a bit.
Soto's looking pretty good lately.
Yeah.
Who? Soto?
So yeah, he's hitting the ball pretty well.
He's been going on and off this season. I feel like every time I check in on the Mets, the Mets fans are either saying like Soto was a big waste of time and waste of money, or they're like Soto's the best thing that's ever happened.
All I know is if I bet him to hit a home run.
I took a more wait and see approach. I mean, this is basically the same thing that Lindor went through in 21 in his first year.
All I know is if I bet Soto to hit a home run, he won't hit one. The second I don't bet him, he hits one.
Have you?
Yeah, well, last week I went 3 for 4 in a parlay, and the fourth one was Olsen. If I take him out and put Soto in, I would have gone 4 for 4.
Parlays.
Well, I might as well get going. Karaoke's starting in about 15 minutes.
Oh, Mets, I would love to see you do karaoke. Mets, have a good night, and I love talking to you. Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
Later, Mets.
Funny thing is that I got word from who got in touch with me? Somebody got in touch with me and told me that Jake Asman was playing some of Mets singing on the end of his show. Like Mets has videos out on his YouTube page of him singing like God Bless the USA and things like that. Yeah. But I've played those before. I played them like months ago, but I got nailed by YouTube, even though it's Mets singing and it, no offense, Mets, doesn't really sound like the original. He's no Lee Greenwood. Yeah, I'll say that. But I still got nailed for copyright for the song because I played it.
No way.
Yeah, so I'm one, and so I couldn't, I couldn't get ad revenue or whatever. So it is what it is.
You have to have him do a slight parody.
Yeah, we gotta have Mets sing it, but like change the words just slightly.
Just a little. Yeah.
I just want to go through. I'm sorry I missed a lot of you guys in the comments section. But I appreciate you guys being here. Let's see here. Derek is in here. Good to see you. Jerome, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a little while. Good to see you. Gangrene Gene is in here. Chris is still hanging in tight. Scott's still in here. Guys, thank you so much. I very much appreciate you guys being in here. A horror convention. Met's gonna get some horror convention.
Horchata. You guys want to go to Starbucks and get a horchata?
Horchata.
I don't know. What is it? Have you guys ever had a horchata? I don't even know.
No, I just have heard of it. And I work at Safeway, so I hear him on this loudspeaker all the time, but I don't know what the hell it is. So I don't drink Starbucks.
No, this cannot be fucking true. We need to look this up. John Radcliffe, who is a Power Rangers nerd, said Austin St. John, the original OG Red Ranger, is Native American. All right, look that up. No way. No way. Oh, she dated Eddie Furlong. That's who it was. And I love Eddie Furlong too. I mean, but he turned into a junkie. What does it say?
He is.
Holy shit. So
He's mixed with some other stuff, but he is, yeah.
Is he as Native American as Elizabeth Warren?
He's got a lot. Oh, he's got a lot of shit.
No, he's got to be more. Everyone's more Native American than Elizabeth Warren. I want to know if he's as Native American as Tatanka. Buffalo.
Did you ever see that video of her and her husband in the kitchen, and she's trying to be relatable to everyone? So she's like, "Let me have a beer," and she opens a bottle of beer and starts drinking it.
Yep, I have seen that. Grant, thank you so much for being in here, man. You're running late, but it's good to see you guys. Anyone who's new in here, hit that thumbs up. It helps out the show more than you think, and it's free. It just helps Tommy and Sean, myself, Maddie, Abe, the whole Midnight Mike family tree. It helps us out so much just for free hitting that thumbs up button. And if you're new, subscribe. We're getting close to, I think, 2,400 subscribers.
Yeah.
So that would be great to get to that. Maybe before the season starts. I think we're less than 20 away. So I would very much appreciate that, guys. Let's see what Grant has to say. If you got nailed for it, Mets reported you. No, Mets did not report me. The only way you can get dinged for copyright on YouTube is if the original party reports you. I promise you that Mets did not report me. I play Mets content all the time, and I've never got nailed on any other Mets content than him singing God Bless the USA, and then he was singing he loves Jesus bands, and he was singing one of the songs from one of the hits from his Jesus band. What band was it? I feel like I should know this because he's mentioned them so many times. It's not Striper. I can't remember.
Switchfoot?
What was it?
Switchfoot?
No.
They're supposed to be a Christian band.
Oh, Michael Landau. I passed out. LOL. What did I miss? A lot. You missed a lot. Thank you, Chris. Hit the like button. It's free. The thumbs up button. It is they to report someone for copyright. You have to prove it is your property. I promise you, Grant. I have enough faith in Mets. I have been talking to Mets for 2 years. I have played tons of his content, and at the end of the show, I will play some more Mets content because we have not seen the Mets rip the shirt in a while. So we will play that clip.
Shirt.
Oh, then I'm playing it now, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one of the hits of Mets. When Mets goes on his channel, he rants and raves. I do too, but I don't know if it's like this. This is Mets ranting and raving. Everyone enjoy the glory that is Mets 2128.
Because Diaz is a victim of this manager, if one can even call this asshole that. What the hell is wrong with you, Rojas? I get the damn injury bug has plagued the team all fucking year. I get the team is low on morale, but they do not need you making it worse with these erratic decisions. Because of you, this team has not scored more than 5 runs in the last 16 games. 16! Because I'm at the end of my rope with this. With this man. Yeah!
This is one of my favorite clips of all time. Like all you have to do is clip the neck. That's it. Just clip the neck. And he
imagine if Hulk Hogan, still got a pencil and was trying to take it off.
The best is when you see his brain working, going like, "How am I going to get this shirt ripped?" And then the only thing he sees is a pencil. And he's like, this'll do. And then boom, just tears that shirt. That was whole. I want to, if I could get around copyright, I would re-edit that to have Hulk Hogan's music in the background when he rips the shirt. But I don't think I could do that.
Oh man, that was great.
Yes, he is. He is a legend among men. All right, let's see what John's saying. Due to absolutely shit QB play, the Vikings will finish third. Yeah, I said that last year. I said they'd finish third, then JJ went down, and I dropped them to fourth. And then look what they did. So
Packers run away with it. You mean the team that made like not that many moves this offseason and then and Jordan Love to me has a lot to prove? I don't think so. I think if anyone, I can say the outright like front runner would be the Lions. I'm not going to take that away from them. But Minnesota, I think they're going to at the very least push for 2.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the Vikings could hang at number 2. I think Bears are the worst in the division.
I think it's going to be really exciting because we're going to see at times he's going to let JJ just loose. And last year with Darnold, you felt like it had to be controlled more by Kevin O'Connell. So I think he's really going to, they're really going to expand things with JJ, a lot more freedom.
And yes, Scott, that Mets clip will never get old. It's too good. The Lions are by far the best team in their division. I agree. Now they've lost a lot of coaches. They've lost a lot, but I still think that they are the top of the NFC North. So we
proved people wrong last year, and I'll love to do it again this year.
I mean, I think the biggest excitement of that division is going to be seeing how the Vikings and the Packers play against each other and play in their division. I think that's going to be the fight for second.
Well, the exciting part too is on Christmas. As a Vikings fan, we play the Lions, and then as a Rockets fan, we play the Lakers. So Christmas Day for me is going to be pretty busy.
At the same time, are you going to have like a split screen?
No, I think one's in the evening. I want to see the Rockets games at night, I would imagine, because it's probably like a primetime game with Durant and LeBron.
Okay, and then what? And then the Vikings
games are probably. I'd assume they're sometime in the late to mid afternoon, so it could bleed right into it.
Nice. Well, ladies and
gentlemen,
guys, we are coming to the end of our show. So, Sean, thank you so much for coming in and giving us your insider Vikings knowledge.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Thomas.
I want to apologize for busting your balls, and I want to, just give my condolences for the Vikings cheerleading squad.
It was fun while it lasted, and now we're going to have to just get rid of all of them.
Oh, wait, real quick. Hold on. Why do the Vikings constantly blow that stupid horn?
Because they're Vikings and they had horns back in the day. I mean, why did the Panthers beat a drum and say, what did they say? Keep pounding. Oh. That's what the Panther says.
Well, that's different. You actually had it for a minute when you said that the Vikings used to blow horns. Okay. And then you went to the Panthers, a cat playing drums.
That's what I'm saying. Like that one makes even less sense.
No. Okay. Then you got it there. Okay.
Yeah. No. So I'm thinking like, all these things, the Vikings, like, at least that one's natural.
No, that's true. But Sean, thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome. You're welcome here, as always.
Later, Sean.
Appreciate it, guys. Good to see you.
Yes,
Good
sir.
to see you. And Tommy, quick question for you. Who do you think makes the Final Four in college football?
Texas, Ohio State, Clemson. Wild card. I don't have a fourth one yet.
How about you throw Notre Dame in there?
Yeah, fuck it, Notre Dame.
I think last year, Notre Dame outperformed. Like
they did good, man. They have a great run game. I'm curious to see how the quarterback battle goes. I think they have CJ Carr starting there. People are a little bit surprised about that, but I think it was the right move. But the run, Jeremiah Love is amazing. I don't have faith in Miami. I don't have faith in Carson Beck. I don't think he has enough talent around him. I think
everyone's trying to get your fourth spot.
I mean, I like Oregon too. Oregon's good. Man, that's tough. That's tough though.
Let's see here. Hold on one second. That's where I'm at. OSU, Clemson, Texas, and question mark.
Yeah, I don't know about the fourth one, and the fourth one could be up for grabs. There's a lot of good teams. I think a lot of teams are going to surprise people this year. So
Derek Bucks, Grant, go Ducks, Chris B, Arizona. Guys, I already had him lock in Notre Dame. Stop. But Tommy, let everybody know where they can find you and all about the league winners.
Yeah. On Instagram, we're at the League Winners. On Twitter, we're at League Winners CF for college football. You can follow me. My name is on the screen there at Tommy CFB. We got multiple reporters on site this year. We got a lot of stuff going on. Should be a lot of fun. My travel starts this upcoming week. Yeah, Thursday I'm going to be in Delaware, and then Saturday I'm going to be in Maryland.
Very nice. And like I said, guys, I watched him and his boys at the League Winners on their YouTube channel, The League Winners. Put in The League Winners. You will find it. Subscribe and all that stuff. And if you like college football, very knowledgeable guys, and it's good conversation.
I appreciate you, Mikey. You guys take care. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Tommy, have a good night. You're welcome as always.
Thanks, Mikey.
I love having those guys on the show. Tommy, Abe, Sean, those are me and Maddie's boys. And it's always great when I can get all of them on a show. But guys, if you are new in here, please subscribe to the channel. We are live every Monday night at 9:30, and we are live every Saturday night at 9 p.m. all times Eastern. If you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. It's free. And thank you to all of the people who have sent in super chats tonight. Michael Lando sending in the $20 super chat. That is awesome. John Ratcliffe sent in a few. And Scott sent in one. Guys, that means the world. Scott sent in 2. John Ratcliffe sent in multiple. And Michael Lando. Guys, I really appreciate your support for this show. It does help out the show a lot. And we always are trying to build this show. So anyone new, I'm not asking you to necessarily send in money. Like I said, it's just a like button and subscribing so that you know that when we are live or when I start putting out my reaction videos during the season. It is much appreciated, and we're going to get the hell out of here. The New York Jets are only 2 weeks away, September 7th, MetLife Stadium against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I have some weird, good feelings about this. I don't know why, but I do. And I've been right. When I've had feelings like this before, I have been on the money. People who have been watching this show for a year or two will know that. I may be wrong this time. Who knows? I would not put money on it. Never put your money on the New York Jets. If you do, you're a fool. I will say that. But every now and then you might hit. You never know. Every now and then you might hit. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael. We love having you. We do love having you. Grant, we love having you, man. Good to see you in the chat. I'm glad you got in here. Better late than never. And Chris, always rocking it in the comments section. Means a lot. Incredible show. Thank you. And have a great night. Having a great night, Grant. Oh, Grant. Well, how about all of us have a great night? Because it's the Jets, Jets. Another season, another year of misery, and we're ready for it. I am Midnight Mike coming to you from the Long Island Sound, and I can't wait to see you next time.